Any of y'all that know me know that I am perfect. In fact, I had a conversation with somebody last night about that. We was talking about Jesus, and they was talking about they were mad because they were talking about this lady that talked about mercy for these immigrants, and that this lady was asking the president for mercy, and they were saying, well, them immigrants, they do this, they do that, they got diseases, they got crime, they got drugs, they got this and they got that. And I made the comment that people don't need mercy because they're perfect, because Jesus wouldn't have had to come to the earth, except that we're not perfect and we need mercy because we're not perfect, because we're sinful creatures. And to say that immigrants aren't deserving of mercy because they're not perfect is about like saying that the Christians, that people that trust God ain't deserving of mercy, and so they shouldn't get any. But the reality is, it's because we're not deserving of mercy that we need mercy in the first place. So anyway, we got a big fuss fight on Facebook about that, and one YouTuber told me he's never gonna talk to me again because he realized that I think he called me a liberal hush puppy, or they got all these names. These people are out on either edges. They got names for the other side. If you're in the middle, you're gonna get called both. The liberals are gonna call you or whatever it is they call people that are on the right side, and the people on the extreme right are going to call you a liberal, and people just can't fathom in their brain that you can be in the middle. But you know what? I don't want people from YouTube coming over to Facebook and judging me by my politics anyway. My politics ain't none of your business. And if you're my friend because you think I have a certain kind of politics, well, I don't really want you as a friend. I don't want no friends that think that way. If you judge friendship by somebody's political values, in my opinion, that's just my opinion, and you can pound sand. I got some sand right out here in the driveway. You can come over here and pound my sand if you want to. I don't like that. I think it's evil, and I think it's rude, and I think you ought to grow up. What am I going to say here? Because I don't want to be too mean. I think you ought to grow up and figure out how to be a nice person. How about that? That's not too mean, is it? Yeah, be a nice person. Don't be a jerk. That's all I'm going to say. I think that's enough, don't you? Might have said too much there. Y'all following along everything I'm saying? Because I've been saying quite a lot. I try not to be mean-spirited. I got up this morning, I was a little bit mad. And I don't like to get mad over some stupid thing on YouTube. And a lot of people say, well, we don't look at that stuff. And I think that's good. I don't think you should look at it. But I got friends, and they're out there. I want to be friendly with them and talk to them. You live out here where I live in the middle of nowhere. You don't have a lot of opportunities to be friends unless you're going to be friends online or something, because there ain't no people out here. Just look at it. Just look at it peeking out from behind that little Toyota. Holy joy. And by the way, any of y'all are just stopping by for the first time, you won't be my friends. Why don't you go ahead and do so? Because a lot of my old friends are done with me, and they're writing me off and talking about they don't like me because they think I'm a liberal or they think I'm something else. And you know what? I don't care. They can leave. You new folks can come hanging out with me. I got some space for you. So let me say one more thing about the YouTubers that don't want nothing to do with me. That guy that cut me off last night in his parting shot, and I love the way he did this because you wrote like I don't know. He wrote a paragraph about this long, and I can't even read a paragraph. It's more than 3 sentences. Man, he detailed everything that he knew was wrong with me from the beginning. And I might be pretending to be whatever it is he wanted me to be, but he knew in reality that I was really for this and that. And he names off all the evil things that I'm for. And he knew I was for, and he's just been watching and waiting for me to mess up and prove to him that he was right and that I was no good. And you know what? That's dumb thinking. And that's rude to go around forming opinions of somebody so that you can discard them once you figure out it's true. And some people don't have the concept that you might be not a Democrat or not a Republican, but someone who's in the middle who makes their decisions about every issue based on every issue and not on whose political party you're going to be supporting. And you might be for one thing and against another thing that this party don't like and that party don't like. But I mean, if you're a thinking person, you don't make your decisions based on what Fox News tells you or what CNN tells you or what any of these news issue places tells you. You make your decisions on how you feel about stuff. So stop being rude. That's enough said about that. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Tomorrow I'll get out there and we'll mess around with that Studebaker a little bit more and figure out. I may wind up, a couple of things I got in mind I might do, but we'll see. We'll see how tomorrow goes. Love y'all. Appreciate you. Any of y'all that know Jesus as your friend, I'm happy for you. And any of y'all that don't, anytime you want me to tell you about the mercy of Jesus Christ, I will, even if there's a senator in Georgia who might threaten to deport me. In fact, the day they start deporting people for talking about Jesus, I'm going to be the first one on the boat. Let me just tell you that. Okay? Okay.